Hi, this is Vinda with West Montana Homes. And as you can tell, I'm not at home, I'm not in the office, I am actually in California. I'm with my daughter and grandsons, and we're going to catch Disneyland tomorrow. But in the meantime, I did want to update you on something. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract good luck and riches, and others just have a lifetime of problems and heartaches? Well, obviously there are a number of reasons, legitimate reasons, why some people just never make it and others do. I'm not going to get into fate, but I have studied a number of people who have made it big in the real estate industry, and I've found some common threads. One is that savvy investors keep up with the market. They know what's happening. This allows them to know when to sell and when to hold. Now, the past couple of years, any of you who have had any kind of real estate all over the country, you've probably experienced some great equity building. The industry is still strong. There's lots of buyers out there. So right now, there is a tiny window that you can sell and retain a great deal of that equity. But if you wait too long, maybe you should consider holding if possible. You don't want to sell when the market is going down. So during the time that the prices are down, if you have extra cash, this is the time to put it to work for you. You might even consider selling things like retirement funds and other assets to build more of a net worth overall. But don't just go off and do something without consulting a number of experts. And I'm not talking about just one or two. I know I feel that I'm fairly savvy when it comes to real estate investing, but I have my circle of advisors. I have an accountant, I have an attorney. You will want a realtor on your team. There are others that you might want to have on that team. Different people will look at it different ways. What you don't want to do is talk to your poor friend or relative and ask them for advice. They probably don't have good advice for you. So that circle of advisors is extremely important for you. The second thing is that savvy investors realize that people buy on emotions, not logic. All you have to do is look at any of the major corporations out there. Nike doesn't sell you because they have a stronger adhesive that they put in their soles and it makes them last longer. You never hear anything like that. What you do hear is, if you wear our shoes, you're going to jump higher and make that basket. You're going to run faster. It's all emotions. So why not sell houses that way? Why come up with, this is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house on a large lot or an acre or whatever? Who cares? I see ads all the time. New hot water tank 2 years ago. New furnace, freshly painted. Blah, 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 blah. Is that going to hold anybody's interest? But what if you came up with, this house will make you worry-free because it has, there are dozens of commodity homes out there that will fit that description, but how does that fulfill their dreams? Are you doing anything to appeal to the lifestyle that they would like? There are 10 reasons why people buy, and that's regardless of whether it's real estate or anything else. And if you'd like, I'll give you those 10 reasons at the end of the video. But don't talk to them about logic or anything like that when you're trying to attract their attention. It's emotions. Now, the last thing that savvy investors do is they make it easy for buyers to buy. Many people never get to the point of buying a home because they don't think they can. They have less than perfect credit. They don't have enough down payment. They may just not understand the process. They may not be in a position to take on additional responsibility. Education is the key here. Most people can buy a home if they really want to, but they don't always have the knowledge They don't have the roadmap. So the more you can make people understand how and why, the better off you're going to be to find a good buyer. One of the most important things you can do is disclose everything. Let them know everything that is right as well as wrong with the house. In fact, I strongly recommend a home inspection when you get ready to sell your house. I think that's more important than when you're buying a house, because this gives your buyer reassurance of what kind of shape the house is in. They also can trust you because you're not holding anything back. This is an independent third party that says this is what's right, this is what's wrong, this is what's indifferent, and maybe you'll want to change this or that. This develops faith in you as a seller. You're not going to be hiding things. And who knows, you may find something that is going on in the house that you didn't even know, and now's the time to fix it, not later. Now, the other thing that stops a lot of people is their credit. And it could be that they don't have any credit. It could be that it's not good enough. It could be that they had a blemish on it somewhere along the line. Does not mean that they're not credit worthy or that they're not good people that will follow through. But banks have a lot of requirements. Look past those requirements and see if somebody really deserves a chance here. And I'm not telling you to go out on the limb, and it's easy to do that. But if you can offer somebody a lease option, a contract for deed, something of that sort, if they're the right buyer, you could have a friend for life. So I'll get into that another time, when it's advisable and when it's not. And yes, it can get you into trouble, but goodness, banks make a lot of money, and instead of giving it to them, if you can keep it between you and the buyer, that sure can be rewarding for everyone. Before you get into any kind of real estate investing, you should evaluate where you are today, where you want to go 5 years from now. What are your goals? What are your time frames? Maybe you've got a 2-year goal or a 10-year time frame. In the next couple of years, there's going to be a number of good deals coming up. Is it the right time for you to take advantage of them? And if so, what kind of deals are you looking for? 5 years from now, there are going to be some people who look back on this time and say, wow, this has changed my life forever. And then there's going to be other people who say, gosh, some people just have all the luck. They seem to attract the good luck and wishes. I wish I was one of them. Why don't you call me for a free, no obligation consultation on where you are, where you're headed, and let's make a plan. You know what they say, those who fail to plan to fail. So don't be one of them. Give me a call.
WestMontanaHomes.com, a whole new experience.